Okay, so we're going to talk some base running here. Bottom of the ninth, Georgia is down to Wright State 6-3. This is the 15th seed Georgia. This is going to be a big upset, although Wright State is always a very solid team. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And remember, you're down by 3. It's super important as a base runner to know the situation at all times. You need to know the inning, the score, the outs, the balls and strikes. This all needs to go through your head every single pitch. Okay, so let's watch the play here. So we've got a deep fly ball to left field. Let me turn the volume down. Left fielder's going to go back to the wall. He's going to catch it. Runner at second is going to tag up and try to get to third base. He's going to get thrown out, and that's the game. Wright State wins. So let's back it up real quick. There's a couple of general rules that get broken right here. So first thing is with 1 out on any fly ball, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get off the bag. Because with 1 out, if the ball drops, we want to score. With nobody out, we want to tag up and advance to third because now we're there with less than 2 outs. And so he first does the right thing. He gets off of the bag. But right here, you can see how he's starting to inch back, right? He's starting to inch back because once he thinks that this guy is going to make the catch, he goes back and tags. Now, the biggest issue here is you have to think about the situation of the game, the score. So it's 6-3. There's 1 out. And it really doesn't matter how many outs there are. If you successfully move up here, you're basically in the same situation. Your run doesn't matter. The run at first doesn't matter. The only runner that really matters is the runner at home. And so you're taking a risk to try to make it to third base right here, when even if you are safe, nothing's really changed. There's 2 outs. Now it's second and third. But even a single, it doesn't matter what happens. If he hits a home run, you would have tied the game whether you stayed at second or went to third. If he hits a single, yes, we score a few runs. But again, the runner that would then be at first base is the run that matters. Your run doesn't matter. That's where situation comes in. So you have to be, in my mind, basically 100% sure if you're going to do this, if you're going to go back and tag, you need to be 100% sure that you're going to make it. And to make matters even worse, let's just say right here, you start to go back. So you think he's going to catch it. You start to run back here. Well, the runner at first is probably going to follow you because once you run back the tag, if he's standing on second, he can't go anywhere. So let's say he runs back the tag. Now let's say the ball doesn't get caught. Let's say the ball somehow goes a little bit further than you think, bounces off the wall. Well, now you're standing at second base. And so now you might not be able to score. The guy at first might not be able to get the third. And now the hitter, instead of being able to get the second on a double, he might have to stop and stay at first base. And he's the tying run. So in this situation, you get off as far as you can. If he catches the ball, you just run back to second base. And we hope the next guy hits a home run. Or you string a couple of hits together. If the ball drops, you're off the bag, the ball drops, you easily score. That runner from first is going to be way off the bag at second. He's going to get the third. The batter runner, if it drops, he's going to get a double. Now a single ties the game. So it changes the entire game. So again, this is not meant to call him out. It's just meant to make sure if you're on second base or any base, you always need to think about the situation of the game. So you think through the situation, you think through, okay, if there's a fly ball, am I going to tag? Am I going to get off? You're weighing the risk and the reward of all of these plays. And the last thing, some people ask me about the third base coach. So as the third base coach, right, you can't really see what he's doing. Right there, it's too late. He's already made his decision. So sometimes it's very, very loud at these stadiums, and so it's hard to communicate. Sometimes people think that it's easy to communicate, and they also think that the runner's always going to pick up the third base coach. Like, this is ultimately the read of the man at second. But if I'm coaching third, and he might have done this, if I'm coaching third, I'm going bananas with my arms up, screaming, no, 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 to make sure that he doesn't attempt this if I get the feeling that he's going to. So I'm watching him. If I see him run back the tag, like, I'm standing basically right here, almost on the field with my arms up, screaming no, praying that he sees me and he stays there. And he could have done that. We can't really see until right here. And again, even if you do, he might not hear you or see you anyway. But again, I'm doing that. So anyways, that's what we have. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later.